Sometimes at night, when the moon is full, you could go outside and you could do a dance in the with your shadow in the moonlight. But then sometimes you look up in the sky and the moon's not there at all, or hardly at all. Maybe it's just a little sliver, or you see it behind a cloud, you see it shining there. And you might think the moon is playing a game with you. And that's the name of our next skit. Now, as Miss Bunny's class presents Moon Game.
The first snowfall of winter covered the forest with a frosting that glittered like diamonds. When the sun came up, the bunnies couldn't wait to go out and play in the snow. Oh look, here come some bunnies now making little footprints in the fresh snow. Little bunnies, do you have a bunny dance for us?
It's a complicated dance, but I'll teach it to you. And then you know just how to do the hop-hop. I'll show you how it's done, and then you show somebody new. The bunny's favorite dance is called the hop-hop. You can teach it to your mom, and maybe dad a little too. And then we'll all be doing the hop-hop. Did you know that this is my favorite dance here in Bunnyland? We like it. Now we're gonna do the dance that bunnies like to do, and we don't think it's called a hop-hop. It used to be so hard, but now it's easy for you. 'Cause now you know just how to do the hop-hop. You know just how it's done, and you can show somebody too. The bunny's favorite dance is called a hop-hop. You can share it with your friends at home or in your school too. And then we'll all be doing the hop-hop. That was so much fun!
Just then, they heard a rustling sound in the distance. Who could it be? A wolf? Maybe a hungry fox? You think we should hide? Let's go hide, bunnies. Foxes and wolves like to eat bunnies. But it wasn't a fox after all. It was a family of gray squirrels looking for nuts under the snow-covered leaves. Look, here come some squirrels now. Squirrels were tired of dancing, so they went and sat down in a snowdrift and took a rest. But then the bunnies had heard them, and they all jumped up and they shouted, "Surprise!" Surprise, said the bunnies. And the squirrels were excited to see their friends and wanted to play with them. Their favorite game was hide and seek. The bunnies wanted to be first. Ready, bunnies? They pointed to the squirrels and said, now you hide and we'll count. They sat up and covered their eyes to count. And the squirrels hid. Let's see those furry-tailed squirrels. You're hiding? And the bunnies all counted. Ready, bunnies? Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ready or not? Oh, they found the squirrels. Oh, now it was the squirrels' turn to play. Are you ready, squirrels? They pointed to the bunnies and said, now you and we'll count. So they covered their eyes. Squirrels, cover your eyes. Let's count while they're hiding. 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, they could go on camera. Ready or not? Here we come. All the animals played hide and seek until the sun went down. And it was time for the moon to rise in the sky.
I love you, song, so cute.
The moon danced higher and higher in the sky. Soon she was so high she could look down and see the forest and the woodland animals below. She thought it would be fun to play with them, so she asked, May I play with you? Yeah, they said, sure. It was the moon's turn to play, so she pointed at them and said, now, you hide, and I will count. No, she's going to count first. Okay, bunnies and squirrels? The bunnies and the squirrels all hid while the moon covered her eyes and began to count. Ready or not? Here I come. Oh, I found you, she said. I found you. All the animals wanted a turn too, so they got ready to play. The squirrels pointed and the bunnies pointed up at the moon, and they said, now you hide and we will count. They covered their eyes and started to count. All the animals, ready to count, animals? Cover your eyes, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. While they were counting, a winter wind blew the fluffy cloud in front of the moon, hiding her from sight. And when the animals opened their eyes, they shouted, ready or not?
We come.
And they started to look for the moon. They couldn't see her anywhere. Is the moon lost? They looked under the bushes. They looked under the logs. They looked behind the trees. But they could not find the moon. So they went back and sat down. And they thought, as they looked up at the sky, they got an idea. And they shouted, we give up, you win. And just then, the wind began to blow again. And the moon came out of her hiding place. Surprise. Well, you see, the moon wasn't lost after all. Everyone cheered. They were so happy, they decided to find a partner and dance in the magical moonlight all night long. because we're going to sing our songs now.